Mayor of Seville, dear guests. Now we have two important guests today. We will hear their speech. The first one is from another development agency. You remember yesterday we had a great presentation from Zagoria Development Agency from Helena Matushka. And today, today's is also interesting because most of business angel networks in Turkey are in Istanbul. There are now 17 angel networks. Each of them has around 50 members as angel investors. Only two of them are out of Istanbul. But now, 18th is on the way, waiting for the accreditation from the Treasury Department. And it is not in Istanbul, it is not in Ankara, it is not in Izmir. It is in Diyarbakır. Maybe you heard Diyarbakır, one of the most developed cities of Southeast Anatolia. And the regional development agency, there are 23, I think, or 24 regional development agencies in Turkey. And Karacadag Development Agency, which is covering Diyarbakır, Urfa, and Mardin, and one more city. And this agency decided to launch Angel Network for startups and scale-ups of the region. So GAP, which means Southeast Anatolia Business Angel Network, they also have a stand, by the way. Now the Secretary General is going to give what they are aiming and what is the business model here and why it is important to empower the startup economy of the region. This region is a sensitive region for Turkey because the cultural the differences are very much in this region. So government gives a special importance to empower this region through innovation, startups, scale-ups, etc. The Kurdish friends, Arab friends, many different culturally from different cultures, they are living together. Just to give you an information to you, our deputy prime minister, he led the Turkish economy for 11 years, non-stop. And Turkish economy is the 17th biggest economy of Turkey. And he is Kurdish. And until he was 7 years old, he didn't speak even one word Turkish, isn't it, Mr. Minister, if I'm not wrong? And his father insisted on staying in the village, isn't it, in Mardin? Mardin. But he said, no, I will go to university. If there's something wrong, please correct me, Mr. Minister. Then he studied in Ankara, then moved to London, started working at Merrill Lynch, and became the economy minister of the 17th biggest economy of the world, and for 11 years. And we are really proud of him. And I am really thanking so much for his great support to WBAF and also to entrepreneurs. He became the one who passed the angel law for entrepreneurs, the second country in Europe. Also, he initiated the crowdfunding law for entrepreneurs. So now this business angel network from his the region will be very meaningful because Secretary General of the agency will now tell us what are the main goals here and how, because they developed a different business model here. They are going to match the same amount of money angel investors put as regional development agency, and they are turning the agency and pipeline center to connect the startups of the region with other investors in the world. So I'm very pleased to invite dear Hasan Maral, Dr. Hasan Maral, to make his presentation. Yes, dear Hassan, where are you? Yes, please. You are ready. Okay, thank you, Hassan. Please, it is your stage. Please, let's give a big...
Yes. The Honorable Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you, Mr. Baybars, for detailed information. I will give you some information about GAP Business Angels Network, but first of all, I would like to give investment opportunities in Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa, and also development agencies. Development agencies, the establishment reason of development agencies is to develop an institutional mechanism to implement the regional development policies at local level. Development agencies are considered to be one of the most important implementation tools for eliminating inter-regional imbalances. Currently, there are 26 development agencies in Turkey, and the Ministry of Science and Technology is responsible for the coordination of the development agencies. Karacadag Development Agency provides services in Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa region. We also called this region as TRC2 region. Karacadag Development Agency promote the business and investment opportunities in these two provinces and offer consultancy services free of charge. I will give you some information about the potential of our region. Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa are the Turkey's and Europe gateways to the Middle East. The current domestic market and the wide hinterland are a big potential for the region. In addition, the region has been easily accessible to the port, highway and railway connections. Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa are located in the GAP region. What is the GAP? GAP is the acronym of the Southern Anatolia project. This project is one of the biggest irrigation integrated socio-economic and sustainable project in the world. The project area covers 9 provinces located Euphrates and Tigris Basin and Mesopotamia plains. These GAP provinces constitute on average 10.7% of Turkey in both geographical and population terms. Dicle and İpek Yolu are the other development agencies in the GAP region. $3.7 million people live in Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa except Syrian refugees. 500,000 people, Syrian refugees, live in Şanlıurfa also. Şanlıurfa is the 9th biggest population in Turkey, and Diyarbakır is 12th. Although we have a big population, median age is only 21 in Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa, while it is 31 in Turkey and 41 in Europe. We have vast agricultural lands. Şanlıurfa ranks 3rd and Diyarbakır ranks 7th in Turkey in terms of agricultural land. Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa have 15% of Turkey's economical irrigable agricultural land. So the large part of GAP irrigation projects are implementing in Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa. Şanlıurfa and Diyarbakır are the biggest production region of cotton with 49% of Turkey's total production. Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa have a big production capacity, not only cotton, and also wheat, corn, pistachio, and lentil and rice. Both cities have universities and technoparks. Dicle and Haran universities are the oldest universities in the GAP region. Also, our two technoparks were established to host R&D based companies to realize their ideas and bring life to their prototypes. Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa are located around historical Fertile Crescent, ancient fertile lands between Tigris and Euphrates, also known as Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia is the place where the history of civilization has started. Mesopotamia is the place where writing was invented. Şanlıurfa is not an ordinary city. This is the place where humanity built its first temple, Göbekli Tepe. In other words, the place where everything began. Diyarbakır is a unique city of Mesopotamia, decorated with culture and history. Şanlıurfa, Göbekli Tepe, and Diyarbakır city walls have been taken into UNESCO World Heritage List. Turkey's new investment incentive system launched in 2012. There are 6 different regions in terms of incentives. Diyarbakır and Şanlıurfa are located in the region 6, which contains the best benefits. The new investment incentive program is vital for Turkey's export-oriented growth strategy. You can see the support measures of incentive program in this slide. Mr. Baybars gave you some information about GAP Business Angels Network. First of all, I would like to thank you, Mr. Baybars, because his help is very important for us. And we try to improve the startup ecosystem in our region. This is very important for us. I said also about our young and dynamic population. This is a great opportunities in terms of investment ecosystem. In order to develop the angel investment ecosystem in the GAP region and to contribute to realize their business ideas, we initiated the establishment of GAP Business Angels Network, GAPBAN. GAPBAN is the first network in the world established with cooperation of regional development administration and development agencies. Angel investors will sign up for free on GAPBAN and will not pay any dues. All national and international investors can register to the network. We have designed a special support program to increase the effectiveness of the network. This model is called 3S, Smart Support Program. So Smart Support Program. Agencies normally can provide grants, loans and interest-free loans to enterprise within framework of the project support regulation. In this model, the way in which support is provided is set up as shareholding instead of grant. It's aimed as much as possible early exit from the investment made. A model designed to reinvest the financial returns to new startup companies and aimed cyclical growth as a result. By bringing entrepreneurs, technoparks, angel investors, universities, and public institutions together, a supporter-support model makes the direct support of development agencies and public institutions more effective, and a model that will convert public money to smart money has been developed. And also, Mr. Baybaz said, we opened a stand to inform you about the network and the 3S model. If you want to get more information, we will be glad to help you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention.